Hi, so for today's 5 minute guitar lesson, we are going to do something a little more fun and a little less difficult. We're going to look at chord shapes. So those include like E minor, E major, A minor, A major, D minor, and D major. So we will eventually touch on why I'm choosing these specific chords, but for now, just don't worry about the exact reasoning. So, first we have E minor, which is formed by the open sixth string of your guitar, the low E string, the second fret of the fifth string of your guitar, the A string, the second fret of the fourth string of your guitar, the D string, and then you play the other strings, G, the third string, B, the second string, and E, high E, the first string. Play all of those open. And you just strum across your guitar. So if you have a pick, you'll just bring your hand down. If you don't, you can use your thumb. You can just hit it with all of your fingers. You can even just play it by plucking the strings. But you can only grab about 5 at a time. So what we'll do is we'll also add E major, which is played exactly the same. You have the open E string, the second fret of the A string, the second fret of the D string. You grab those with your middle finger and your ring finger, but you also have the first fret of the third string, the G string. So the next chord that we'll learn is the A minor chord, which is the second fret of the D string, the second fret of the G string, the first fret of the B string, and the open E string. And you can add the A string, or you can also add the D or the low E string. And it might not sound like a big difference, but over time you'll start to recognize the size of that difference. So we have E minor, E major, A minor, or A minor, I'm sorry, this is A minor. And then we can add A major on top of that. And the way that you can play A major for right now is you put your first finger on the second fret of the D string, your second finger on the second fret of the G string, your third finger on the second fret of the B string. And again, you can play 4 strings, 5 strings, 6 strings. They have a different sound. Most people tend to play 5 strings. Then we have D minor, which is a very different shape. You have the open D string, the second fret of the G string, the third fret of the B string, and the first fret of the E string. and you just play those 4 strings. Alternatively, you can play the 5th string as well, but you cannot play the low E string with that chord shape. Anyways, we can now move to the D major chord, which is open D, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, and 2nd fret E. And again, those are the strings, not the note names. So the high E string, 2nd fret, the B string, 3rd fret, G string, 2nd fret. And like the other D chord, we can only play the bottom 4 strings or the bottom 5 strings. Alright, we will see you next time. It looks like this one was more of a 6-minute guitar lesson, but we will see you next time.